for the last month I had the studio, I had this idea of inviting just different music producers randomly to come into the studio and vibe out. You know, plug the aux in, play beats, do some networking, stuff like that. And I had a new producer come in every day, just one different person, and they would spend like 3-4 hours with me. And every single one of those experiences was just super memorable. And so I did it for like 30 days straight. We had 30 people come through each day. And on the last day, I ended up inviting 15 to 20 people to come in. And it was all incredible. So I had this idea, you know, why not just continue to do that? But instead of doing it in New York, why don't I just come to different cities and, you know, start really networking and meeting people in different cities that also produce, right? So, you know, being a music producer, most of us are accustomed to not really showing our music to people, right? We don't really get those opportunities. I mean, we have opportunities to play our stuff for like our family or our significant other or like maybe some of our friends. But to be able to be in a room and really plug in and play your music for a bunch of people that you've just met is very, very, very valuable. And that was always valuable to me when I was coming up. You know, I always try to put myself in a position to just like be around people I never met. Just like, oh, you produce music? Cool. Like, what's your name? What do you do? Oh, you're a musician? You play guitar? What do you do? Oh, you rap? What do you know, let me hear some shit. So that type of energy is really the type of energy that we all should be striving for as producers and creatives and even artists. You guys, you know, I'm sure you guys are always wanting to find new producers to work with, right? Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. This is gonna be fun. Amazing.
Did you start to network outwards and meet those people that you would inevitably start creating with?
So I was a kid in New Jersey, Bloomfield, New Jersey, well, Newark, New Jersey, Bloomfield, New Jersey. Don't tell anyone. And I was in Bloomfield. No one was doing music, right? Like small town in New Jersey, really no rappers really or singers or producers. I really felt like I was the only one. And so I would go on this website, undergroundhiphop.com, and that's where I really started to like meet other people. And through there, I met a couple guys in Philadelphia that produced and also like DJ'd, right? So what I used to do was I used to just drive up to Philly like 2-3 times a week. I was in school at the time, but like after school, I would go to Philly and just like try to find out like when any events would happen, like beat battles or like even shows, like hole in the wall shit. Anywhere that I know I would be able to meet like other people that are doing the same thing I was doing. And that's really where I got my start. Like I was just meeting people on my same level, like that just started making music or like just started rapping. And it kind of just like slowly grew from there. I mean, you're talking about like 5-6 years of like building with people, just building with people. Like, and then every so often I would work with people that I didn't necessarily like, but I wanted to work with them just to hear people rap on my shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like getting my feet wet, paying my dues. Like, it's like being an intern. It's like the same thing, you know, just like getting it out there and just trying to build with people. And that was a strategy, like just getting myself out there and like really breaking out of my shell and meeting people. That was like the biggest challenge for me, was going from like being antisocial to just like trying to be as social as possible. And I did it enough times to where like it was like just kind of second nature, you know, when meeting people. So, you know, I would suggest just trying to meet people on your level. Like, don't worry about trying to get your shit to Drake or trying to meet like a big A&R at like Rock Nation or whatever it is. Like, that stuff will come. The value really is like meeting people that are on your level. And it's very it's like Chainsmokers feeling. I definitely hear the inspiration from there. I think, you know, like with real strong like top line vocal records like that, I think like the performance of the vocal is like super duper important. I like the writing. I think some of the writing on the hook could maybe use a little tweaking, only because some of those words to me are kind of like sing a little weird. So, you know, nah, nah, nah. I think the melody is good. I just think some of the lyrics just need a little bit of changes. Get a little creative with it. You know, like the hook right now is very sort of like expected. It's like what you would want to hear. But I think what makes for special records is just like some kind of like wrench thrown into the mix of like, oh wow, that's like a little bit different and a little bit intriguing, and I haven't heard that before, and I like that, you know. So and believe it or not, like Chainsmokers, like, yeah, I mean, I guess in the beginning they really were able to do that.
We're kind of like working on some stuff as like a group.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you produced it, you rapped, and she's singing.
Yep.
Awesome. And did this come out yet, or?
Yeah, it came out in March.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm so hyped right now, guys. I don't even know, man.
You proud of me? It's plain to see. I'm living my dream. Oh baby, you proud of me for living my dream. I'm living my dream. My baby, you proud of me? It's plain to see.
I've been in the cut, literally lit as fuck. I've been grinding for 6.
I secure the bag first, ready to boast. Let's go. I secure the bag first, on that go.
I would highly suggest, you know, definitely exchange numbers, connect with each other, you know, keep in touch, because like really that's just like the starting point of just like expanding out, is just meeting other people, and this is the best way to do it. And always, as always, honored to be here. It's the first Boston one, so definitely want to try to do it again. Hopefully see some of the same faces and some new ones, but congrats. Clap it up. Pass the aux, Boston.